Hi, welcome to this revision video looking at the Foundation 5 a day for the 20th of May from the Corbettmaths website, and we're also going to be looking at Numeracy 5 a day from the 20th of May. Okay, as ever, feel free to obviously pause the video, guys, try the questions yourselves, and then press play when you're ready. We're going to start with this first question here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I've got temperatures. Put these temperatures in order from lowest to highest. Well, the lowest is -4 degrees, then it's -1, then it's 0, then it's 2, and then it's 3, guys, okay? Remember that this is looking at directed number, okay, or directed numbers. Okay, the more negative a number is, the smaller it is, and the larger a number is, the more positive, okay? So if we're going to the right, it's more positive. If we're going to the left, it's more negative. Okay, next one. Work out the difference between the lowest and the highest temperature. So lowest is -4, the highest is 3 degrees. So I have to do 3 take away -4. Okay, I'm doing the largest, take away the smallest. The two minus signs become a positive, so 3 plus 4, so the two minuses become a plus. 3 plus 4 is 7. So it's 7 degrees difference between the lowest temperature and the highest temperature. Okay, I add 7 degrees to get from -4 degrees to +3 degrees. Okay, from Tuesday's temperature to Thursday's temperature. Okay, lowest to highest. Next question, guys. Calculate the area of this shape. Well, I'm going to make it into a triangle here. Okay, the area of the rectangle we should know is length times width, guys. Okay, so it's 8 times 6, okay, which is 48 centimeters squared. Okay, remember the area of a rectangle is length times width, guys. Okay, make sure that you're happy with that, and please do obviously remember that formula or write down that formula somewhere if you need to remember it. Okay, so it's length times width, guys. Okay, for rectangle. Okay, so that's going to be 48 there. Okay, the area of a triangle, guys, we should know that that's base times height divided by 2. Well, the base is the same as the base here, which is 6. So it's 6 times 5. Okay, so it's times the perpendicular height divided by 2. So 6 fives, okay, divided by 2. Okay, 6 times 5 is 30, divided by 2 is 15. So it's 15 centimeters squared. Okay, if I add the areas together, it gives me the total area, okay, which is, okay, 63 centimeters squared. Okay, 48 centimeters squared plus 15 centimeters squared is 63 centimeters squared. Okay, next question. Work out the value of 3 to the power of 4. Well, that just means 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Okay, so the power means that I'm multiplying it by itself 4 times. Okay, or 3 times, depending on how you're looking at it. Okay, 3 threes are 9. 9 times 9 is 81. Okay, because this gives me 9. This gives me 9. 9 times 9 is 81. Next question, guys. Work out the value of 9 to the power of 3, or 9 cubed. That just means 9 times 9 times 9. Well, from the previous question, we know that 9 nines are 81. So it's 81 multiplied by 9, which is 729. Okay, but you can use long multiplication or short multiplication to work it out. Okay, 1 times 9 is 9, 80 times 9 is 720, 720 plus the 9 is 729. Okay, next question, guys. Factorize 12y plus 16. Well, it's a single bracket. The highest common factor of 12 and 16 is 4. That's the biggest number that goes into both, okay, with no remainder. 4 times 3y is 12y, and 4 times positive 4 is positive 16. Okay, so the answer we get is 4 brackets 3y plus 4, or 4 brackets 4 plus 3y. Okay, either way is going to give you the same answer. Okay, this is the last question on the foundation 5 a day. 729 is both a square number and a cube number. Find two other numbers that are both square numbers and cube numbers. Well, another number will be 64, because the cube root of 64 is 4 and the square root of 64 is equal to 8. Okay, let's think of like another number. Okay, so it's going to be testing our cube numbers ever. So the square numbers is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, okay, 81, 100. Okay, another one will be 10,000, guys. Okay, because if you think about sorry guys, I apologize. So what I'm thinking about now is what is 100 squared and what is, so let's just think about what happens if I put 100 squared. So that's going to give me 4 zeros. Okay, and if I cube, I get 1,000, okay, or 100,000. Okay, well, I can do 1 million, because 1 million has 6 zeros, okay? Which means if I take the square root of that, I get a whole number, and if I take the cube root of that, I get a whole number, okay? The reason why I know this is because I've got 2, 4, 6, yeah? So I can knock off like 2 zeros each time if I'm cubing it, and if I'm squaring it, I can just take off 3 zeros. Okay, if I square 1,000, I get 1 million. Okay, and if I cube 100, I get 1 million. Okay, and you can double check that, guys. Okay. So that was a bit like, like a tricky question there. I'm sure there are other numbers there, okay, but I was trying to think of like an easier one, okay, to deal with. Okay, we are now looking at numeracy 5 a day. Okay, first question, name the shape. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A 10-sided shape is called a decagon, okay, for that one, okay. The next part, shade in 2 more squares so that the picture has 2 lines of symmetry. Well, I can shade one here. Okay, so that one here. And I'm going to shade one here. Okay. And that will have 2 lines of symmetry. Okay, one going up and then one going across. Okay, you can see that visibly. Okay, next question, find the difference between 803 and 272. Well, again, 803 take away 272. Okay, it's column subtraction, guys, so make sure that you are happy. And I do appreciate that this seems like quite basic, but this is so important, okay, when you're showing you're working, particularly in a foundation tier exam and even a higher tier exam. Okay, it shows examiners you know what you are doing. 3 take away 2 is 1. 0 take away 7 I can't do, so I'm going to have to borrow or exchange. That becomes a 7, that becomes a 1. 10 take away 7 is 3, 7 take away 2 is 5, so the answer is 531. Okay, next question, 6,500 divided by 100, where if I knock off 2 zeros off this number, okay, I get 65, okay, because it's the same as saying, what is 65 divided by 1, okay, it's the exact same sum, okay. 8 divided by 10 is 0.8. Remember that when we divide by 10, the decimal point moves one place to the left. Okay, I've got 8.0 divided by 10, so I move it one place to the left. Okay, next question. In a class there are 10 boys and 15 girls. Right, the ratio girls to boys, well, it's going to be 15 to 10, and I can simplify that if you're interested by dividing both sides by 5. Okay, I get 3 to 2. Okay, by dividing both sides by 5. Okay, that's if you are interested, guys. But again, it didn't ask me to simplify it, it just asked me to write the ratio. Okay, remember that you always follow it in the chronological order. Girls to boys is 15 to 10. If it said boys to girls, it would be 10 to 15, okay, or 2 to 3. But it's asking for girls to boys. So make sure that you follow it in the order of the question, guys. Okay, right, guys, that is the end of today's short, sharp video. I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it informative. If you did, please press like. Please subscribe to my channel if you're new. And lastly, please turn on post notification by clicking that bell icon so you don't miss out on further videos and further uploads. Okay, but that's it from me today, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Good luck with your remaining exams. And I'll see you for the next one. Okay, bye for now.